Hey folks, just want to do this short video to show you about your assignment with content standards and how to navigate those. So if you haven't already, go ahead and download the content standards, which you can do there in the lesson, and that's where I am now. So if you haven't done this, you may want to stop the video, pause it, and use that click here link to download the social studies content standards there. So I'm assuming you've done that and you're joining me in looking at the standards as I'm going through here. You'll see that the standards look like a monster and there's a lot in here. Remember though that this is both U.S. history, ancient and modern, civics and economics, and world history and geography. I am Mr. Standards, but I would be the first to say that it would be very challenging to try to cover every single one of these standards inside your social studies classroom. What I would encourage you to do is really focus on how to get your students to think like historians. And those four interconnected dimensions of historical thinking are ways to help do this. So once students are doing that, then you can focus on a couple of different time periods, maybe look at your high school equivalency test and decide what time periods are focused on more than the others, and then use those. Same thing inside civics and economics and world history. So one helpful thing I want to show you that you may or may not know, and that is Control F. Control F stands for find, and you can use that to find things inside documents if you're looking for them. So to use Control F, the control key is in the bottom left corner of your computer keyboard, and you would just hold that down while you type the F key. And what happens is that you see this box, this find box come up, and you could type whatever you wanted to in that box. If I was looking for, say, historical analysis, I could type that in and it would show me every mention of historical analysis inside that document. So if you're looking for something in particular, your Control F is a very valuable key. And I really love Control F. It saves me a lot of time anytime I'm searching a Word document or a PDF document. So again, to use it, just hold down the control key, which is located lower left of the keyboard, and just type the F key. And that will bring up this find box that you see here in the upper right corner. So what is your assignment going to be? Well, Steve's big picture here is I want you to get to know the standards better. I'm sure there may be some of you who have never seen these before. And so that's really the bottom line. I want you to get to know the standards better. And so to force you to get to know the standards better is the reason why we've created this assignment. And so this was put together by me back in 2014, which now is 5 years ago. And I realized that websites and links are things that die every so often. So I think one of the beauty of the standards is really two things. Number one is, they give you these objectives in standard ease, but the beauty of the standard is this middle section shows what the student should know, understand, and be able to do. So here, this is really written in plain English. And just to be clear, I didn't write these objectives or this middle section. I did the teaching notes and example part on the right. So I want to clarify that from what I said earlier. So I'm believing that, and I know from people that have informed me, that some of these teaching notes and examples are old and links are broken. So what I'm going to ask you to do is look at 3 different pages, and you can do whatever you want. Whether that's in more ancient U.S. history, modern U.S. history, civics or economics or world history, it's up to you. But I want you to look at 3 pages, and I want you to check every link on those 3 pages and let us know if they're broken. So in a PDF document, you can click on the link, and you'll notice here that this little my cursor becomes a hand, and I can click on this link. And you may get a security warning that says this document's trying to connect to blah, blah, blah. Do you trust this site? And I guarantee you there's no links that are going to get you in any kind of trouble here, I promise. So just click on allow, and it'll take you to that particular place. And you can see if this link is still good. This one in particular is good. If you find a bad link, what we're going to ask you to do is to fix it. So I'm going to change my share here, and we're going to go to the discussion forum there. And so let's see, okay, so we've done that. So I'm here in the discussion forum, and here's where you'll find the broken link fixer document. That's a pretty creative name. Way to go, Steve. So I'm going to click here to download the broken link fixer document. And so this is going to be a Word document, unlike the other part of the course where you got a new tab. Here it's going to download as a Word document. So, and for my screen, it's here at the bottom left corner. I'm just going to click on it, and that will bring up this Word document. So if you do find a broken link, and again, I'm going to ask you to go through 3 pages and try to find any broken links that you can. You just write down the page number, and then you could put in the broken link, and you could do that very easily by just going in and copying it. Just hold down your left mouse button, copy the whole thing, do a right click and a copy, and then you can come back to the document and paste that in. And then you can do the same thing with the new link. You can go through a new one that you found that would replace that. So if there's something on Woodrow Wilson that was broken, and you know of a good site or can do some research and find a good site, you can then put in the new site. And just to do that, you can just go to the top and grab the link. One click will highlight it in blue, a right click will copy, and then you can go back to the document and do a right click, and that will put in the new link. So this will be your assignment, again, to look at 3 pages, see if you can find any broken links. If you do, indicate what that is. And then for a new link, your mission is to scour the web and see if you can find a new, better link that covers that particular topic. So I'm asking you to do that for 3 pages. And again, the big purpose here is not to say, Steve, you're being mean and you're blah, blah. No, the big purpose is just to help you to get to know the standards better. So as always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, give me a call, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks so much, and appreciate all the hard work you're doing inside the course.